Poonam ji, I always wanted to ask, when you're constantly emoting, acting, shift after shift, and things like that, does it make you guys all live in a different emotional plane as compared to, say, a journalist who goes to work and comes back, or a bank job or something like that? Because you're constantly dealing with emotions, and then you have to act with actors, act deeply in love, deeply in hate. Nothing simple and normal.
That's a very, very question which makes you think. Because I remember when I first started acting, you were suddenly made to do scenes which you've never experienced in life. Okay, whether it was a death of a beloved one or death of a parent. How are you supposed to emote? You've never experienced that emotion, or even that deep love and I'll die without you. I mean, you don't know those emotions. So you are either being directed by somebody and getting those, or you're faking it, right? We don't know how to emote. See, today, if I know about losing a parent, I've lost both my parents, so I know how I dealt with it. But if I showed that in film, people would find it extremely, ye kya hai? She's not saying nahi and all that. She's not doing all that. I mean, I remember one of my directors telling me, Poonam, when your father, I saw you with him, I found it, very, okay, how is this girl handling? Because my brother wasn't there at that time. He was traveling. My sister was younger to me. And I had to handle everything, including the practical aspects, looking after people, everything. He says, you were like so in charge. You were so how real life you behave and how you behave on screen is absolutely different. Yes, I remember twice getting extremely agitated, breaking down and crying when I did a rape scene. It's not that it was a real life rape. It wasn't, I mean, there were 100 people around and we were all faking it and acting it and the struggle. But because it was that kind of an emotion, when the director said cut, twice it's happened with me. I sat down on the ground and cried and cried. So, and I was like, one scene I remember it was with Dharamji in a film called Qayamat, and one was with Amrish Ji in, which film was that? Teri Meherbaniyan. Both the times, I know I'm acting, I know they're decent people there, nobody is attacking me. But, and that time I was thinking of a poor woman who actually goes to it, when she's alone and she's fighting for her life and fighting, what she must be going through. And we were only doing acting. Even then I was so moved because I realized that I was actually using my strength trying to fight these big men and I was helpless. The frailty and this thing of a woman, the physical frailty. Mentally we may be stronger than a lot of men, but physically we are not. So if there's a big 6-foot man or even a whatever size man pushing at me with full strength, it's very difficult for a woman to be able to fight it. And that really had shaken me up so much that I couldn't, even if I was actually trying to save myself, I couldn't. And in a this environment. So I think you do get affected. You do come home with a emotional baggage to some extent. You come home drained. Very often, if I've done a lot of Rone Dhone ka scene, I would come home and say, Mujhe abhi please, I just want to relax. I just watch something, shift my mind, do something. I don't want to talk or I don't want to. So it does have its impact. I know there are actors who just say switch on and off and they are laughing and smiling after it, but it does drain you. It does take a lot of your emotion.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.